There have been many incredible and impactful Minecraft mods over its lifespan. While some are developed until this very day, some of them unfortunately faded into obscurity. Today we're going to talk about not only my favorite mod of all time, but also a very impactful one. Welcome to my video about the Twilight Forest mod. This mod features everything I love about modded Minecraft. New worlds, exploration, dungeons, bosses, enemy variety, and amazing loot. In this video I want to show you why this mod deserves its popularity, is one of the most impactful Minecraft mods of all time, and is so incredibly important to me. With all that out of the way, enjoy the video. The Twilight Forest mod is a dimension-based mod, adding new dimensions like the Nether or the End. It's very similar to another popular mod like the Ether. In this case, the new dimension we're talking about is a big magical forest, featuring fairy tale structures and things, going from needing magical beans to reach giants on a cloud in the sky, to the Ice Queen, or even the iconic Hydra. This mod has been featured in many great and iconic mod packs like Hexit or Feed the Beast Infinity, and the oldest version reaches as far back as 1.5.2. It's pretty old to say the least. And because of all these things, it's one of the most used Minecraft mods of all time, and also one of the most iconic ones. This vast and magical forest has a lot of biome diversity to offer. The regular Twilight Forest with trees ranging from huge to absolutely gigantic, the magical forest with colorful leaves everywhere, the fiery swamp, the dark forest, the snowy forest with a huge glacier in the center, or even an elevated taiga with a thorny labyrinth, just to name a few. But not only the biome diversity is incredibly impressive, there are also a lot of structures, ranging from the small dryad huts to big hollow mountains with a huge cave with a lot of treasure and dangerous encounters, to the very large lich or dark towers, which are full-fledged own dungeons. To make all these places feel alive, the Twilight Forest mod also adds creatures or animals fitting to each location. The forest has a huge amount of animal life, like squirrels or boars. The treacherous and confusing labyrinths have minotaurs, and the Dark Tower, which is a very gas-themed dungeon, has a lot of gas variations and other fitting creatures. All of these aspects make the Twilight Forest a perfect place for all you adventurers out there. It always keeps you on your toes, is challenging, has a lot of diversity to offer, and it will probably take a long time before you get bored. However, while exploring, you might run into a big problem. In some certain biomes or at some certain structures, like this big tower, you maybe just can't mine blocks or your view is obstructed. And the reason for that, and actually the transition into the next segment of this video, is the explanation why. Ever since Terraria's release, it has been compared to Minecraft in nearly every way. One big difference between Minecraft and Terraria, in my eyes, is the progression system. While it's a big and important core feature of Terraria's gameplay experience, it's not really existent in Minecraft. Sure, you can go to the Nether, farm blaze rods, craft Eyes of Ender and defeat the Ender Dragon, but it's not really like you have too much to do after that, and the game really only starts after you defeat the Ender Dragon in my eyes. So the progression doesn't really exist. Introducing the Twilight Forest. While walking through this vast magical forest and finding new structures or new biomes, you might notice that some biomes obstruct your view. This dark forest, for example, gives you complete blindness. The snow forest throws you into a blizzard, or in the taiga you even have to stand in an acid rain, which is just very cruel. Also, near all big structures, you have this magical seal which prevents you from breaking any blocks. So what do you do about that? At every instance where you are prohibited from entering or progressing in the game, there is a goblin that will deliver to you a guide or a clue why you can't progress here. If you look into the advancements, you see what you have to do. First, you have to start at the Naga maze. If you defeat this huge serpent, you have to seek out a lich tower and defeat this dangerous mage. But be careful, he's a very tough fight. After you defeat the lich, you have quite a bit of branching paths to go. You can go into the dark forest and defeat the phantoms, and after that the Urghast. You can go into the snow forest and defeat the Alfayeri and the Snow Queen after that. You can go into the swamp, defeat the Minoshroom and the Hydra, or you can go into the taiga and defeat the giants and enter the Twilight Castle. Unfortunately, the taiga and Twilight Castle path is not fully done yet because Twilight Forest is a mod that is yet to be finished and still in development. In my opinion, Minecraft doesn't really need progression. It's a game where you basically give your world and your playtime a purpose and create your own objectives, and that's fine. However, a lot of people criticize Minecraft and especially compare it to Terraria and say it needs progression, and for these people I can definitely recommend the Twilight Forest. And while I heavily disagree that Minecraft Vanilla needs progression, I think the Twilight Forest is a neat game mode or possibility to add progression into the game and not forcing it onto anyone. As I already mentioned, the Twilight Forest mod is a pretty tough one. You can die very easily and the opponents are quite dangerous and deal a lot of damage. In order to have a good fighting chance, the Twilight Forest provides you with some awesome gear and weaponry you can use to defeat these dangerous foes. There is a huge amount of awesome armor like this Night Phantom armor or this Molten armor. There are amazing weapons like the flail or the tribow, which is just so cool. It's very overpowered, but I just love it. It looks so cool and it's so fun to use. However, the mod is not only rich in the combat department. You can also loot a lot of miscellaneous and utility stuff here. For example, there is an ore magnet which just pulls out ore to the surface, which is really cool. Then there is the transform powder which can get you overworld mobs in the Twilight Forest and the other way around. Then there is the quest ram which rewards you with this epic horn which basically makes all dirt crumble and fall to gravel, which makes burying through dirt very easy. From the Twilight Lich you can receive a lot of scepters. For example, with this one you can summon your helper zombie minions, which can also act as a defense. However, probably my favorite part from all this are the trophies you get from these bosses. The trophies are basically your rewards and are purely decorative, but they look absolutely awesome and you can collect all of them. My favorite is the Urghast one, which is basically a miniature version of him and even moves. It's probably my favorite thing decoration wise ever. So yeah, this mod not only provides you with some awesome adventures, but also very worthwhile loot. All these things make the Twilight Forest one of the most impactful and influential Minecraft mod of all time. While I would say that the Ether is the father of all dimension mods, Twilight Forest was definitely very influential and impactful as well. I could talk about so much more there is in this mod, like if for example my favorite Minecraft dungeon of all time, the Dark Tower, but honestly I really just don't want to spoil anything. I think if you're interested in the mod, you should try it for yourself and just see what you can discover. As a conclusion, I can say that Twilight Forest is definitely my favorite mod of all time. It was basically my gateway drug to the modded Minecraft community and just modding in general. Back when I played Minecraft on Xbox 360, I always saw videos with the Twilight Forest mod and I wanted to play it so much, and when I finally did, it was just pure fun. Thank you so much for watching the video. If I made the mod seem interesting to you, I hope you will try it out. I can wholeheartedly recommend it. If you liked and enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe and share my content. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching and supporting. Minecraft is quite a departure from my usual Souls videos, but these are not going anywhere and I will not be doing Minecraft content only from now on. I will definitely try sneak in some other games from time to time just to have some variety. With that said, thanks again for watching and until the next time, goodbye!